Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to cast
Very,
fire.
very nonchalant. He is a chobo. Dude. I know.
Me chobo, me gosu, you chobo.
He's so chobo. He's so
Also,
noobie.
play life, not die.
It's another one of these. Another one of these little waves of.
Pick up. I'm gonna be on my new account. I'm gonna be basically acting like I'm Korean. So, and I took some good lines like immortal, always life, not die, and probe equals phoenix.
Probe equals
I think
Phoenix.
those are lines I can use on ladder.
Oh, well, we're going to play a quick commercial break. This game should be going down here in just a few seconds. And by that time, everybody should be coming back here into the game. So, let's get this going on. I mean, the countdown has begun. Antigua Shipyard is going to be our map. We've already done the fly-through for this today, so we're going to go ahead and save that for a little bit later in the show. But boom, guys, I'll cue you, and you'll take that cue and light it on fire, throw it in my face, and make me feel like it's crazy. Here's the cue, and it goes to you. Light it on fire, throw it in my face, make me a disgrace. I don't care.
Oh, Dos, we saved them for the last time, man. We saved them. We sell them across the casting dollars to use on ladder. But yes, we're going to have ITSarcane going to be spawning up here in the top left. And down here in the bottom right, we're going to have BL's Zok. And it's going to be a PvP here, Addicted. And it's going to be cross-map positions on Antigua Shipyard. What are your personal feelings about PvP, man?
Man, PvP is like crazy, man. My personal feelings are that it has the potential to be a great matchup with some little tweaks that could be provided from Blizzard. But, you know, PvP's had its ups and downs. Fire server, it used to be just 4-gate, or Cannon Rush or 2-gate proxy, but, you know, that's changed. We have Roboplay now, we have Twilight Cancel Play with Blink now. It's a bit more diverse, and overall it's getting there, Fire server, it's getting there.
Yeah, actually have some diversity in the builds, and that's always nice to have. And we see Zog going to be scouting. He will find nothing at the north position, so we'll be heading across to the cross map, and we'll find his opponent. Arcane himself, though, scouting around his base, just checking there's no proxies there addicted whatsoever, any sort of cannon rushes. We'll find there's nothing there at all, so now going to be scouting, it looks like, full-on cross-map positions or so far, and he's taking his first gas at the same time. Now we do have Zok securing his gateway, but his gas a little bit later than his opponents. And was this a 10-gate? This gate is extremely fast, Addicted, about 15 seconds early.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Well, let's see what he continues to build with. ITSarcane. Yeah, it's pretty early. It's either 10 or 11 gate. And he goes for the Cybercore, 16 Cybercore, so the Cybercore isn't too bad. I mean, I guess the gateway was kind of early. Maybe he wants to get a quick zealot out. Let's see if he does that, Farser, but no. Oh, there it is. There's the zealot out. And, yeah, I mean, let's see what he goes for, but both players are getting the cybernetics scores right now. We see some probe aggression coming down from ITSarcane into the middle line of Zok. And Zok will secure his second gas just now, so he'll be playing a bit tech heavy. Now, he sees that his opponent is getting double gas as well, so Fire server, did ITSarcane really go for that early gateway? Because it doesn't seem like he's changed his playstyle in any way.
I'm really not too sure. I mean, it isn't a Korean 4-gate. I mean, the timing on the Cybercore was much later than that, but he does save up all his chrono. I'm starting to think it may have just been an 11-gate at this point in time. I'm really not too sure, but we'll have to have a look at that. Meanwhile, ITSarcane will be pulling back his probe. We do have the probe from Zok hiding up here in the third. We'll see if he's going to be finding that, and yes, look at that, knowing where all the proxy pylons usually are, and we'll find that out right now. But the warp gate timing, as it did, there is a 22-second gap between these players in warp gate timings, and that's going to be huge in, you know, who gets down the first few hits on their opponent. Arcane now getting out his Stalker, can use that to patrol the map and start his move across, but it looks like Zok at the same time searching for his own proxy pylons. But there goes the probe from Zok. Now the question is he just going to move across the map, try and get down some aggressive moves? I mean, he's got no gateways laid down as of yet, but it looks like that's just what he's about to do, maybe? I'm not too sure, but he has to make something quick because he's already over the time where he needs to get those buildings down if they're going to finish up at the same time as Warp Gate.
Yeah, he's running out of time, and wow, he's actually gonna expand. A 1-gate expand. That's pretty crazy in PvP Fire Silver, and let's see what ITSarcane will do. Now he's getting a sentry as well. Now 1 sentry won't be able to block the ramp because it just doesn't spawn enough energy to do so. It can only throw down 1 force field right now, and that's about it. So Fire Silver Zox finds what ITSarcane has been doing. He's gonna go for it, man, no doubt.
Yeah, and seeing if Zok's going to go for an Observer right now. No, he's going to go for the Immortal first, so he's feeling fairly worried at this point in time, expecting something to come out, but for the time being, ITSarcane is still working in his favor. He's allowing enough time to get out 2 extra gateways, have the Robo one. Now starting to get in a few sentries addicted. As you said, he's not going to have enough energy to force field them straight away, so building up a small count and letting them charge up, a good idea at this point. Lots of automatrons on this map, but this probe is just keeping an eye on the Xel'Naga watchtower, so if anything was coming across, and it looks like he's going to be sending his 2 stalkers to check what's up at this moment in time. If he goes in here and sees there's no natural expansion, that's going to be great for ITSarcane. He's going to know that he needs to get out that Observer and just double check what's going on at this point in time. But yeah, he's going to see there's nothing there. Not going to take a poke at the ramp because he knows that it's very, very dangerous in this moment in time. But he knows that every second this expansion is up, once he gets it mining here, he's going to be getting slowly further and further ahead right now. But Zok is going Colossus, which we know is the deciding factor in PvP.
Yeah, the deciding factor in PvP Fire Silver is you overall need to be careful. I mean, when Zok came through that expansion, I was just like, wow, that's a really bold move. You have to be really bold to do something like that. And Zok is going to see the expansion with the Observer, no doubt about that. He's going to scout the main base, go into the expansion, see exactly what's up. And once he sees the expansion a quarter way saturated, panic time will hit for Zok. And he will either expand himself or go for some sort of push. And looking at it, he's going for Colossus, so Fire Silver, this probably will turn into some 1-base Colossus push from Zok as soon as he sees the expansion, which he just did.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much you can do about it. If he chose to expand right now, he'd be way too far behind to do anything about it. His best hope is really to just get down thermal lance, get a few Colossus, and get this rolling out. First Colossus does come on the field right now, second one building, but he really needs this thermal lance because, you know, when this engagement goes down, the Stalkers and Immortals going to be able to just shoot the Colossus point blank, and it's not going to be able to do the damage and abuse its range advantage right now. But still, lots of Zealots on the field. Zok only has 1 sentry, so he's going to have to use that for the Guardian Shield. But I don't think he's going to be relying on a force field that much at the moment. But the Immortal count now actually getting very, very high right now. The 3rd Immortal about to pop. Will he train a 4th one? Looks like he is here, Addicted, getting that selected. And yes, there's the 4th Immortal on the way. And he's even getting Colossus of his own very, very shortly. But this push, I don't think it's going to do anything good without Thermal Lance.
Let's see if you're right, because Colossus are still pretty mean. But like you said, they can be targeted quite easily because they only have 7 range without the upgrade. That's only 1 difference between the Stalkers and the Immortals, so too much. A lot of Zealots with Zok's army, so vice versa. Force fields, I guess they can work, because if Zok moves his Colossus too far forward to break the force fields, he can put his Colossus into really dangerous places, and he could lose them to the Stalkers and to the Immortals, so maybe the sentries could throw down some nice force fields, and let's see if Zok will break them, because that's a dangerous risk that he can take to move his Colossus forward. There's a forward pylon. He's going for it. Let's see if ITSarcane can defend. And if this push fails by Zok, he'll be so far behind. I don't think he'll be able to come back into this game because he's still on 1 base, and it's already been such a long time since ITSarcane saturated that expansion. He's too far ahead on the economy right now.
Yeah, it's not going to work if he tries to break them. This is pretty much destined to fail at this point with that many Immortals on the field. Again, it's been down to the Zealots, I think. I mean, the counts at the moment are actually looking very equal. About 3 or 4 just separate these 2 players. The first Colossus hits the field for ITSarcane, meaning that, you know, force fields he can also break. But look at this, he's going to go out. Will he pop the Guardian Shield? Yes, he does. But look at the Concave. It's just so much better for Arcane right now. Look, he's microing the Immortals, taking huge chunks of HP off these Colossus right now. And yes, he's going to go straight through this, retreating two of the Colossus. But look, he just completely steamrolled him at this point in time. A few more Zealots being walked in for both players right now. But overall, I mean, Arcane is just going to beat this, and he's got an expansion behind it. He's doubled the supply. That's it. Zok has officially lost.
There it is. GG goes down. ITSarcane takes game 1.
That he does. That he does. The G to the G to the G, G, G. Game 1. And game 2 is going to be going down here.